The Strait of Hormuz, in every discussion of news, analysis and war, creates an invisible pressure as soon as this name is mentioned. A narrow waterway, but on which the weight of the entire world's economy rests. Every day, countless ships pass through this path, carrying oil and fuel, and with it, the future of the entire world. But the question is it just a path? Or is there something hidden inside it that we have not yet understood? Because to be honest, there is much more to Hormuz than what we see. It is not just a line on a map. It is a reality where nature, history, and the struggle for survival of people have created a strange mystery together. Imagine a place where the heat of the sun is so intense that noon means stopping. The hot air, the dry soil, and the fresh water are almost priceless. A place where survival is a challenge. Yet for thousands of years, many empires have come here. Traders have crossed distant seas and explorers have risked their lives. But why? What is it about this place that draws people back here time and time again? To find the answer to this question, you can't just look at this place. You have to experience Hormuz. The first thing that catches your eye when you set foot on Hormuz Island is its strange colors. Red, yellow, orange, purple, the mountains are arranged in layers. It seems that nature itself has created a huge canvas. But behind this beauty lies a history of millions of years. Volcanic heat, sea pressure, and the changes of time have created each layer of this island. These mountains are not just rocks, they are signs of time. Each layer tells a story. Sometimes of fire, sometimes of water, and sometimes of erosion. Standing here, it feels like you have moved to a place outside the world. But hidden within this beauty is a difficult reality. Life here is not easy at all. The people of this island do not fight this difficult reality. They understand it, because they know that it is not possible to change this environment. So they change themselves. Life here goes hand in hand with the heat. Work starts in the morning. It stops at noon. And it starts again in the evening. This rhythm helps them survive. Their houses are built in such a way that air can easily enter. And the heat is low. The walls are thick, the windows are small. Everything is made with calculation. Nothing is unnecessary in this place. And this is where the real lesson of Hormuz is hidden. This place teaches you that survival is not just about having wealth. Survival is about knowing how to use what you have. Huge oil tankers pass by this island every day. So big that from a distance they look like floating cities. These ships carry a large portion of the world's economy's fuel. On one side is a multi-billion-dollar economy, and on the other are small villages where people live their own lives. And these two realities coexist here. But their worlds are different. This contrast makes Hormuz even more different. The sea here is also different. The water temperature is so high that corals cannot survive in such conditions in many places on the world. But here they have also changed themselves. For thousands of years, they have adapted to this environment. Those who could not have disappeared, and those who could have become stronger. These corals are not just beautiful. They are life, fish, fisheries, the entire coastal life depends on it. But this balance is now slowly breaking. Pollution, oil, human pressure, everything is weakening this delicate system. And when this balance is broken, its impact goes far and wide. Next to this sea, there is a strange forest, where trees grow in salt water, where ordinary trees cannot survive. These trees have created themselves separately. They absorb salt from their roots, and they release it through their leaves. This forest is not just a collection of trees, it is a birthplace. Numerous marine animals are born from here. From here, their entire food cycle begins. Losing this forest means not just losing a place, but losing an entire future. In the middle of all this stands the Strait of Hormuz. A narrow passage, but one whose importance is huge for the whole world. This passage is so important that a small problem here means global impact. But the people here see everything differently. For them, it is not a fear. It is life. They understand the sea, they understand the wind, they understand time. And this is where the real story begins. Because this place is not just a passage. It is a warning message. The world is changing. And only those who can adapt to this change will survive. And from here begins the aspect of the Strait of Hormuz that is not just a story of nature or people. Rather, it affects the whole world. Because this narrow waterway is as calm as it looks from the outside. But it is full of tension inside. Every day, 20% of the world's oil is transported through this path. This means that this path is not just a sea route. It is the lift. Pressure works. Big. All-powerful countries are looking at this path. Keeps this place is so narrow that it is huge. Oil tankers should also proceed very cautiously. Is a small mistake creates a big crisis. Can do and hidden within this warning. There is uncertainty. Because this is the place. Economically as well as politically extremely sensitive. Excitement here means global risk of crisis. Yet the people here are themselves. Life goes on. Getting fish is important to them today. Will you go? How is the weather? How is the day? Cut. These two realities are universal and local. Live together here. It is this contrast that makes Hormuz all the more profound. On one side is the world economy, on the other, common life of people. Time also moves slowly in this place. Environment is people. Forces to slow down. Heat, air, water. Everything controls life. This man is a rhythm through control. Finds out, but the question remains. How long will the balance last? Because the world is changing. Sea temperature increasing pollution, increasing pressure. And this, the effects of change are seen first in places where the balance is delicate. Hormuz is just such a place. Small here. Change can also have a big impact. Coral. If destroyed, the fish will decrease. Less fish. People's lives will change. Forest destruction. If done, the entire food cycle will be affected. This change happened slowly but surely. Another time it became clear. Because Hormuz is not just a place. A warning message. It teaches us not just strength, but adaptability. The real way of being. Just don't use. Saving is also important. Because this world is one. Complex systems. Where everything is each other associated with, and that system is a small one. Part can affect the whole world. At the end, a question remains, what are we? Are we getting the signals yet? Just looking at the top. Because the world changing slowly but surely. And that those who can adapt to change, they will survive in the future.